Hello students, this is my last video on electricity and we are going to discuss about the last topic of it, that is the power. So as we know, the power is equal to the rate of doing work. So we can write the power is equal to W upon T. Here you can see it can be expressed in a form of P equal to W upon T. While the W will be equal to, we write it as the heat energy, we know it is I square RT, and W equal to V into I into T. So when we replace the W in place of VIT, so we can write it, we can cancel the T by T, so we left it with V into I. So power is equal to V into I. So power is equal to V into I, or we can write it as now. So here is the first equation of power. So depending on what type of quantities are given to us, so we can use the different formula of the power. The another formula for the power is equal to V into I we take. Now V equal to IR. We are replacing V equal to IR. So here I is also there. So we can write it as P equal to I into R into I, or we can write it as I square R. And third equation for the power is P equal to V into I. Same thing we are taking from here, and I is equal to V upon R. When I we take as a V upon R, then we write it P equal to V square upon R. So here we can see we are having the three power. Now here let us do some discussion about that. So here we can see the power is directly proportionate to the resistance, and here power is inversely proportionate to the resistance. So that may be a controversial. In the one equation we are saying that the power is directly proportionate to the resistance, and here we are saying the power is inversely proportionate to the resistance, then which will be true? Now here you can see when the power is directly proportionate to the resistance, here it is I is given. Now here I is a constant. If I is a constant, that means you know in which condition the I is the constant. If we say the parallel or the that is series condition, we know that in a series condition the current is constant. So if the current is constant, so that means this equation will be applicable only and only when there is a series condition of the resistors. When the resistors are connected in a series condition, then only this formula will be applicable. Similarly, if we see this formula, then P equal to V square upon R. Here P is inversely proportionate to the resistance, but the thing is the same. Here we can say the V is constant. Now the V is constant because we know this formula is applicable only when the resistors are in a parallel condition. So in a parallel condition, when the resistors are in a parallel condition, so we can write it as P equal to V square upon R. So that is the significance of this. We will do some numericals later on little bit, and this is the normal formula, that is P is dependency on V and I, but this is the why we are using in a series or in a parallel condition. Now the next topic we are going to discuss is electrical energy. We know the power is equal to energy into time, energy upon time. So the energy will be equal to power into time, or we can write it as that energy is equal to P into T. So that is equal to P into T. Now energy is equal to P into T, but this is energy, this is called the electrical energy. So what is the electrical energy? If we see the definition, that is the energy utilized by the electricity, so that is given by the electricity, so that is called the electrical energy. And electrical energy can be given as electrical power into time, but the thing is, because electrical power we say that is W is equal to P into T. Now the electrical energy can be given if we write the unit of power is equal to watt, and the time is equal to second. Here we have forgot to know the unit of power. So here the power is unit is work is joule and time is second. Joule per second can be given as watt. So the unit of power is watt. Now here we can see the commercial unit of electrical energy that can be given as kilowatt hour. kWh, kilowatt hour, where the that is power is given in a kilowatt and the time is given in hour. When the power is given in a kilowatt and the time in the hour, so this formula that is called the kilowatt hour. So commercial unit of energy. So why we require the commercial unit of energy, commercial unit of electrical energy? Because if we use that joule per second, a joule is a very small unit, and at a household electricity we are using a large amount of energy, so we require a bigger unit, and this is called the kilowatt hour. Now this kilowatt hour is equal to 1 unit. You know the electrical bills, they are coming, we are using it, we can see the electrical bills, and these electrical bills are of they are coming in the units. So let us convert it, how much energy we are consuming in 1 unit. In 1 unit we are consuming it 1 kilowatt hour equal to 1 unit. 1 kilowatt hour means it is 1000 watt into 1 hour. So it is 1000 watt upon into 3600 seconds. Now 1000 watt can be written as 1000 joule per second and 3600 seconds. Now we cancel out second to second, so we left with 1 kilowatt hour equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules, or we can say 1 unit is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules, that you have read in 9th standard also. So this is all about this chapter. So we have read about the power. The unit of the power is watt. It is having the three formulas: P equal to V into I, P equal to I square R, and P equal to V square upon R. Similarly, electrical energy. So electrical energy, it is having the P equal to W upon T. So W equal to, we can write it as P into T. So energy can be written as P into T. So electrical power into time. So if we take the power in kilowatt and time in hour, then it will be converted into commercial unit of energy, and that is known as kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour will be equal to 1000 watt into 1 hour. So 1000 watt into 3600 seconds. Now 1000 into 3600, cancelling seconds on the both sides, so we on the same side. So here we can write it with 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. So that is 1 unit is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. So this is all about this chapter. Now we are going to discuss some numericals. Well, now we are going to discuss the numericals of electricity. Although I will share this slide to you, this PPT to you, so that you can also see it. So here is some numericals of the electricity. So first of all, we must think, I will give you some tips of what to do when we are doing what things you have to keep in mind when we are doing the numericals of electricity. And the things are, while we are keeping in mind while solving the numericals are, the first thing is, first write all the quantities. What the quantities are given to you, first write it, then choose the formula of it we use. Which formula you are using? You are using the formula of power, you are using the formula of any other thing, that means Ohm's law or heating effect. Then always keep the values in MKS or GGS system. That means it may be either meter kilogram second or centimeter gram second. Do not forget to write the unit marks can be directed or not using proper mark. It is very, very important whenever you are doing the numerical, beware of units, because if you are not writing the units, the marks may be deducted. So these are the few things that you have to keep in mind while doing the numericals. Now let us start with. Here is the first numerical. A current of 0.5 ampere is drawn by a filament of electric bulb in 10 minutes. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through the current. Now let us see how we can solve it. Here, first of all, we are writing the quantities. I is given 0.5 ampere, time is given 10 minutes. So 10 minutes can be converted into seconds. Again, I told you that all the things which will be in MKS. So here minute cannot be, we cannot use the minute. So we are using the 10 into 60, that is 600 seconds. So the relation we are taking Q equal to I into T. In the first one, when the beginning of the chapter we have done it. So Q equal to 0.5 into 600, and that is equal to 300 Coulomb. Now let us see the second one. The question says how much current of electric bulb draw from a 220 volt source if the resistance of the bulb filament is 1200 ohm. Very easy one. So we have to find the current only, and current निकालने के लिए हमें V इक्वल टू आई आर ओम्स लॉ का यूज़ करेंगे हम यहाँ पे. तो ओम्स लॉ का हम यूज़ करके और फिर हम इसके अंदर इजीली निकाल लेंगे. देन हाउ मच करंट ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिक हीटर कॉइल ड्रॉ, द सेम टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन है ना. तो लेट अस डू. Now here you can see the solution in the first one, where the V is given 220 volts while the R is 1200 ohm, and I we can calculate V equal to IR, and by keeping the values we can see I equal to 220 volt upon 1200 ohm, and that is equal to 0.18 ampere. Similarly we can write it as B equal to, second one for the same expression we are using V equal to IR, and we are getting 2.2 ampere. Students, here I want to tell that V equal to IR is a very important formula that will be used at various places. कई जगह पे इसका यूज़ होगा, लगातार यूज़ होगा. So keep in mind V equal to IR is very important formula related to the electricity. These two questions we have done. Let us go to the next slide. And here is the question. Resistance of a metal wire of length 1 meter at 26 ohm is 26 ohm at 20 degrees Celsius. If the diameter of the wire is 0.3 mm, what will be the resistivity of the metal? For the resistivity we have calculated, we have told you in the other section that R is equal to rho L upon A. So here we have to calculate the rho. Rho का जो है वैल्यू हमको निकालनी है. So here we can calculate it like this. Here is the solution, you can see. So given that resistance is 26 ohm and diameter here it is given, the diameter is 0.3 mm. So again millimeter is there, so convert it into meter. So we convert into meter, 3 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter. Millimeter means 1 millimeter equal to 1000 meter होता है, 1 upon 1000 meter है ना. या हम यूँ कह सकते हैं 1 meter equal to 1000 mm होता है. So if we convert the millimeter to the meter, so we divided it by 1000. So we write it as 0.3 into 10 raised to power, we can say minus 3. So overall we can write it in a form of a that is standard form, and it is 3 into 10 raised to power 4 meter, and length is 1 meter is given. So using expression we write it as R equal to rho L upon A. Now what is rho equal to? R into A upon L. So here we get R into, what is the value of area? Area we know pi r square, we can write it. So we write it as pi d square upon 4. So instead of writing pi r square, we are taking pi d square upon 4. So it is pi d square upon 4L. So putting all the values simultaneously, we are getting 1.84 into 10 raised to power minus 6 ohm meter, and that is the resistivity of manganese. So we can understand the metal is given, it is made up of manganese. Now here is the another a small numerical. An electric bulb is connected to 220 volt generator. The current is 0.50 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? So it is, we know, P equal to V into I. So we will use that. So by using that we can easily calculate P equal to V into I, and here we can see that is P equal to V into I, 220 into 0.050, and that is be 110 volt. So that is how we can calculate the power of the that is electric bulb. Now here is the some questions on the combinations. To calculate the equivalent resistance in the combination shown in the figure. Let us see the combination first. Here is the combination. Now we have read about the parallel and the series combination, but the questions are coming on this type of questions where you have to given a parallel and a series, both type of combination we are having. So here first of all what we do, First of all, we are calculate the parallel combination, that is 6 ohm and 3 ohm. So we can calculate that they are in the parallel combination. So we write it as resistors 6 and 3 are in the parallel combination. So we write it as Rp equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Overall, so we can calculate the resistance is 1 upon 2. So by inversing them, so we can write it as Rp equal to 2 ohm. Now 2 ohm and 2 ohm, 2 ohm and Rp, the resistance of these two, the resistance of these two is 2 ohm. Okay, and this circuit is series of the this circuit, इस circuit के series में है ना. This is, we can say here, you can see it, this circuit is in the series combination of the this circuit. So we can write it as 2 ohm plus 2 ohm, that is equal to 4 ohm. Overall the equivalent resistance is of 4 ohm. So here we can calculate like this. Another numerical, it is if a 12 volt battery is connected to the arrangement of the resistance given below. The arrangement is given like this. A 12 volt battery is connected, and the arrangement you can see here, we can see it, that is these two arrangements are in series, and overall these two circuits are parallel to each other. So we have to calculate total resistance and total current. Now let us see the solution here. Here is the solution. So here you can say the resistors of the value 10 ohm and 20 ohm are connected in series. 10 ohm and 20 ohm are connected in series. So we can say resistance in the series is 10 plus 20 equal to 30 ohm. So similarly the resistors of the value 5 and 25 are in series combination. So the equivalent resistance is Rs1 is equal to 5 plus 25 equal to 30. So we are having, overall we are having, but they are the parallel combination. They are in the parallel combination. So we calculate the parallel combination like this, and we know that is 900 upon 60. So it is 15 ohm is the total resistance or the effective resistance of this circuit diagram. So the total current, again here we are using the same thing, that is V equal to IR. So I equal to V upon R, and here we are getting that is 12 upon 15, and the ampere is 0.8. Sometimes it is asked what is the current flowing in this, in the 20 ohm of resistance. So can you tell me how the 20 ohm of resistance, what current is flowing through it? It is very easy, because here the 0.8 ampere of current is flowing through it. Now you can easily calculate 20 ohm and 12 ohm, 12 volt. So 20 R, 20 जो है हम रेजिस्टेंस की जगह पे लेंगे, और 12 वोल्ट जो है ये वोल्टेज की जगह पे लेंगे, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, एंड V इक्वल टू IR, देन वी कैन कैलकुलेट द करंट इन 20 ohm resistance. So these are the some numericals we have discussed. So this is all about your chapter. So I have finished it, and also I am giving a short test of it. Soon you will get the test worksheet, it is self-assessment test, so that you can do it and give me the result. Also I can give you some MCQs. So kindly go through this, all the notes, and make the notes and do the numericals. So next time we will do the new chapter, and that's all for now. Thank you.